or stock. And it's a stock that we've been following. There's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Listen, I think that the market has a lot of reasons to go higher because there's tons of sectors out there that are undervalued.
That is a lie. That is a lie. The sectors out there that are undervalued, you don't want those sectors. The sectors that you want are so overvalued, they're going to put you in sectors they're telling you they're undervalued, and you're going to lose money. You want the sectors that are so valuable. But we need a correction to get those. Except in power stocks. I've been talking about power stocks for 2 days. Most people don't even know what that is. You can buy stocks that are overvalued if you understand what a power stock is, and you need to be buying just power stocks. If you buy anything other than power stocks, when we have a market where the PE ratios should be at average 15, but we're at 39.9%, 40%. 40%. Most people don't even know what that means. 40%. What are you, nuts? That's crazy. The stocks that you want to be in are the ones that are making the new annual high, because that's where the banks, the big institutions like the banks, the pension funds, the insurance companies, the hedge funds, that's where they're putting their money. You want to be following their money. And then when they pull that money out, you want to get out of those sectors. But for heaven's sakes, don't listen to these people. You want to be in the sectors that they're in, what we call power stocks. Take, for example, Caterpillar. Caterpillar is a power stock. It's one of our stocks that we own. Is it overpriced? Darn right it's overpriced. Now, if you go back to Caterpillar, we've been in Caterpillar, and this is the beautiful thing about our color-coded chart. If you go back to Caterpillar on November 19th, Caterpillar was at around $19. Our chart turned green. It told us the institution was starting to put money into Caterpillar. Now, Caterpillar went from $18 all the way up to $33. Up to $33. That was making a new high, annual high. That was 83%. Now, we knew when to get out and take profits because it started to turn red, and that's what it is right now. It's red right now. And if it starts coming down and continues to come down, we'll short it and make money on the way down. But the key is that that's the stock you want to get back into, because that's a power stock. But you don't get into that stock until it gets about $32.50. If it starts to go back up at $26, it's $26.33 like now, you're going to make a huge mistake. People think, I better get into $26.33 before it gets to $33. No, that's not how it works. You got a higher probability of getting to 43 on Caterpillar if you buy it at 33 instead of where it is today at 28. Because between 28 and 33, it's called overhang. These are people who got out of the stock. These are people who got in. They got in wrong. They didn't know what the hell they're doing. And then they said, just get me out. And they all got out. Now they're saying, if I just get half my money back, if I just get half my money back. You got a lot of those people who stayed in and say, I want. You got the people who jumped out, and you got the other people saying, I'm going to stay in, and if I get half my money back, then I'll get out. That is so stupid. If anybody ever said, I want you to think about it. I'm only talking to you, nobody else, that one person, just you. You're the only one to listen to me. If you ever said, if I get half my money back, I'm out. If you think that's bad. If you ever said, boy, when it pulls back, I'm going to buy in a dip. Not only is that bad, that is stupid. Buying on dips it's just stupid. Cost averaging down. When a stock starts coming down like Caterpillar, somebody is going to tell you to cost average down. So in other words, when we bought Caterpillar, on our color-coded chart, it turned green, told us it was confirmed money was going in. We got in, so there would be very little risk at $18. And then when it got up to around $33, now it's pulled back to 26. They're going to tell you cost average down. Cost average down. They're telling you you can buy more of it now. You can buy more of it at $28. So let's say they got you into the stock. Let's say you bought Caterpillar at $31.66. And now it dropped to 28. Don't they tell you cost average down? They should be in jail for telling you to cost average down. That's the worst thing they can tell you. Cost average down. Because it means if the stock was at 33 and now it's at 28 and they're telling you to buy more of it at 28, how do you know it's going to go back up? You have no clue. Well, if you have my color-coded chart, you can tell right now it's telling you it wants to go down even further. So even now at Caterpillar, we have an opportunity after making a return of about 38%. Now we got an opportunity to make a return of 10, 15%, maybe even 20% by selling it short. But the point I'm making is anytime you're in a stock like Caterpillar was at $32.38, it pulls back to, say, $27, and they tell you to cost average down. Don't do that. Don't do that. And don't get back in it until it gets back to 33. Don't try to make money from 27 to 33 because you can get killed. You got a higher probability of Caterpillar going to 44 by getting to 33 because you have no overhang above you. You have no sellers above you. When it drops from 33 down to 28, this is any stock. And now you try to get from to 27 to 33, you got all sellers. You got all sellers. You got to plow up through those sellers. That's a hard thing to do. That's called overhang. You're not in cost average, try to average your losses? No, you never try to cost average your losses. You turn around and sell the stock short, for heaven's sakes. Think about it. If you get in a stock at 33 Caterpillar, it's at 28, and then your broker tells you cost average down, buy more of it. And people do, and they're excited. They call their wives. Say, hon, Jerry, my broker, you know what? The stock you bought for $33 for us, Caterpillar, is trading at 28. We bought more of it. We bought more of it at $28. Is he a good guy? Hey, can I bring him home for dinner? This is amazing. People think the broker's a hero by telling them to get more of it at 28 when they already sold it to them at 33. What a stupid business this is. They do everything to screw you. They do everything to screw you. It's unbelievable. It's just crazy. Just like stimulus. Do you know how this money is so misdirected with stimulus? They use the word stimulus. Stimulus. I love all these words they come up. They come up all these cool words. Homeland security. Stimulus. There's nothing stimulating about stimulus. There's nothing stimulating when they take our tax dollars, $100 billion, and Pelosi, who's the most dangerous woman in the world, and who looks like the back end of a mule, she's so dangerous, she's taken $100 billion of our tax money, and she's going to build an underground rail from San Francisco to Silicon Valley so she can get in that thing and go back and forth. Why don't Silicon Valley pay for it? They can afford it. Apple can afford it. Netflix can afford it. All those people can afford it. But they're taking our money, the $100 billion. Why don't you put that money to cancer? Take the $100 billion and send it to St. Jude, for heaven's sakes. Now they'd be doing so, but they don't care. They take care of themselves. The stimulus is the worst thing in the world, and I'm going to tell you a secret when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up. It never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up. It never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Warning: Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of the people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. PhilsGang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Graney, PhilsGang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. And remember, this is Friday. Go to my YouTube channel. I hope you're listening to me right now on my YouTube channel. But go to my YouTube channel where between 5 and 6 Eastern Time, p.m., I will be posting, this will be my 8th segment of When Will the Market Crash? Every Friday, I give you my take on what went on in the market during the week, what signals we are seeing, that are telling us we're getting closer to the market crash. It takes a long time for a market to crash. They don't crash overnight. As the signals get more and more and more, because every crash is the same. You see the same signals. Let me give you a little secret. A crash will not start. Remember, every crash looks the same. There's a huge peak. There's a huge run-up. There's a huge run-up in the stock market because take the big guys, J.P. Morgan, Citigroup, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo, and Goldman Sachs. Their job is to take care of their customers. Who are their customers? The pension funds, fire, New York City Fire, New York City Cops, New Jersey Fire, all the different unions. They take care of these people. Their job is to make sure the market goes up so they can sell into it right before the crash. That's why every market peaks before the crash. It doesn't start where the market starts going down, next day it goes down, next day it's down, then the next day it really goes down. It doesn't work like that. It's doing exactly what it's doing now. It keeps peaking, keeps going up. Then every time it pulls back a little bit, boom, they go and they buy futures. The Federal Reserve buys futures, and they artificially push the market up so it doesn't keep coming down. And you have to get at least 3 10% corrections before you go and get a crash. You go all the way back to 87. Back in 87, I think we had 4 10% corrections before the crash. And I think we had, in the dot-com, I think we had 2. In a housing con, I think we had 3 or 4. 3, I think. Could have been 4. But you always have to get those 10% before the market crash. If you don't see those as the market's peaking, you're not going to get the crash. So that means the crash is extended out further. Now, if you go to my website tonight, it's free for everybody. philsgang.com, my YouTube channel. I explain to you, this will be my 8th edition, where I explain to you, just like what I'm explaining now, things like this, what you look for, what you see. Are we getting closer? Now, nobody in the world can say, well, it's going to be next Wednesday at 2:15, the market's going to crash. But I'll get you closer to the crash than anyone else. I'll get you at least aware of you're going to be aware of it. You're not going to be, oh my God, the market crashed. I came back from lunch and the market crashed. Like 1987. I had a laugh. Everybody came back for lunch. Market was down 500 points. It crashed. All the newspapers, TV. Everybody came back for lunch and the market crashed. That's a bold-faced lie. We started to short the market in 1987 in January. The market crashed in October, but we started to short it in January because we started to see even before January, early 86, we started to see the signs of a crash. Now, remember what they also do. If there's a stock, for example, it's at $20, these gangsters, and remember, all these gangsters, guess who their lapdogs are? People like this, right here. Let me play it. Guess who he is?
Do not sell big tech. The bull run is not over.
What an idiot. That's Varney. Varney. No, he's telling you not to sell big tech because he's up to his neck in Microsoft. He's got more Microsoft stock than anything else. He's got more Microsoft stock than there's fleas on a hound. That's why he doesn't want you. He's scared. He's getting scared.
Do not sell big tech.
You know why he's scared? Other than he doesn't know anything about the market. He wouldn't know a good stock if he tripped over it. He wouldn't. He knows nothing about the stock. He always comes out and brags. Before I come on the air, I never research. I have no notes, no papers in front of me. I emailed him. I told him, you know what? It shows. It shows. Like a stupid remark like that. You can't have the 10-year Treasury yield going from 1/2 point to 117 points since last August and tell somebody, don't get out of the tech, don't get out of big tech. Are you nuts? 10-year Treasury yield's going from 50 basis points to over 110 basis points. That's telling you to stay away from big tech because interest is going up. Why do you think I had everybody sell Tesla? Here's what I said the other day. Remember, as a matter of fact, I shared it with you on the air. Here's what I said in my gang. If you've been in Tesla, take your profits at 3:57 p.m. on February 17, 2021, and you're going to love me for it. That's right. February 17th, I said, everybody take Tesla. Everybody thought I was nuts. I got more email. Everybody thought I hit my head on the stupid bench I sit on. Are you kidding me? Guess what? The next day it started to fall apart. And it's going to continue to fall apart. But it's going to take time. It's going to take time. Why? Because they're going to have your cost average down. They're going to have your cost average down. These morons. It's going to be cost average down. They're going to have you buy on the dip.
Your point has always been if you get a significant dip in big tech, you buy that dip.
Unbelievable. How do you know to buy in the dip? How do you know it's not going to go any further? Well, let me tell you what these guys do. Again, another secret. When a stock's at $20, I'm talking about the big boys, stock goes up 20, then it goes up 25, and they got a buy on it. Then it goes up again, 28, and they got a buy on it. It gets up to 30, they got a strong buy on it. Now it pulls back from 30 to 25. They have a buy on it, still the same buy. Goes from 25 down to 20. They still have a buy on it. Goes from 20 down to 18. They still have a buy on it. Goes from 18 to 15. They still have a buy on it. What the hell's going on? What's going on? Why do they have a buy from 30 to 25 to 24 to 18? What is going on? Well, I'll tell you when I get back. It's a con job. I'll tell you when I get back. Please remember St. Jude. Help them out.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, listen to this. Let's finish this up. Okay, so again, they got a strong buy at 20, strong buy at 25, strong buy at 28, strong buy at 30. And then also the stock starts coming back. Here's a dirty little trick they do. Starts coming back 30. Now it drops to 25. They still have the strong buy on. Now it drops from 25 down to 20. They still have a strong buy on. Then from 25, it goes to 20. Strong buy. Down to 19. Strong buy. What the hell's going on? Here's what they do. They keep those strong buys on. So again, they want to stop the market from dropping so they can get their clients out. So JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citi, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, get all their gangsters out with them. Get them out. They want to get them out. So they got to get the market up to get them out. So they artificially push this market up by putting in these fake recommendations and keep up strong buy, even though the stock's coming down. Then what happens? Once they got everybody out, then Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, they pull the bid out because they got their people out. They got the fire people out. They got the cops out. They got the nurses union out. They got the bus driver union out. They got their money. They're out. Now the stock will go down. And it would go from started at 30 with a strong buy. And they had strong buys all the way down. Now it's down to $10. Now what are they doing when it gets down to $10? Strong buy. They then turn around and they turn it to they then say, okay, one more time. What they do, they'll paint the tape. And they'll come up with something like the president of the company just had a heart attack. They call painting the tape. They'll come up with a story to scare everybody, to make sure everybody's out of that stock because they're cowards. They're cowards because they want to get into stock, making sure that nobody's in there. There's nobody in there left to sell. All the sellers are gone. So they paint the tape with lies. They get people on CNBC. They get people on Fox Business. They get them on Kudlow show, and then they'll get them on with our friend Kramer. They'll work together. Then, when everybody is out, what do? They start coming in, and so Goldman Sachs and all the guys, Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, they go back they take care of their nurses union and their cop union and their police union, and they get them all back in. They bring them in, but they make sure they get them in, and there's no sellers left. So while there is a recommendation of strong buy at $10, there was a strong buy at 25, strong buy at 30, 25, and then it's still a strong buy at 10. They start buying the stocks. They start buying the stock again because all the sellers are gone because they just painted the tape. They put in a story. Now the stock goes up, right? And as soon as the stock starts going up from 10, it goes up to 15, goes up to 20. Now remember, it has all strong cells on it. Now it gets up even more. Strong cells still in it. Strong cells still in it. Then when it gets up far enough, then they change it to a buy. Because now they know they're going to get out of the stock within a month or so. So now they put a buy on it. But you didn't get in. The retail customer didn't get in when the stock was at 10. You start getting in when the stock's back up to 25. You're paying retail. See, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, all these big guys with all their clients, they pay wholesale for their stock. They pay wholesale. So they get them in when the stock's $10, $15. Then they change it to a buy, from a sell to a buy when it's at 25. They change the rating at 25. Now you come in, buy at 25, and you're buying retail. Then it goes up to 30. Then they put a strong buy on it. Right before they take it back down. See, they can't do that with us. Why? Because when I have my color-coded chart, we can tell when that money is going in and going out. Nobody else should have this chart. I designed it, the algorithm. It follows the money. I hope nobody's got it. Sue the hell out of them, they do. They stole it. But the idea is we follow the money. Don't follow this. Don't follow this nonsense here. Listen to this stupidity here. Where is he? The one that...
We'll buy...
This is another dip, buying on the dip. Remember this guy, right?
Your point has always been, if you get a significant dip in big tech, you buy that dip.
Now this one.
We'll buy the dip, but let's remember, 5% pullbacks in broad markets happen 3 times a year, 10% drop on average in an expansion year. I mean, the most important thing is that if we're in a lasting expansion, and
doesn't he sound intelligent? Doesn't he sound intelligent? He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He's just making all this stuff up. It sounds good. He's probably Harvard or Princeton or Yale, whoever you were. These guys try to sound so smart. What he's saying is all a bunch of nonsense. It's nonsense. And why they're telling you to buy on the dip right now, and everybody's talking about, go back and buy big tech, go back and buy big tech, because they're scared to death, because the 10-year treasury keeps going up. And when the 10-year treasury yield keeps going up, that means interest is going up. That's the long-term interest, the long-term interest rate, not the short-term. And see what the Federal Reserve is doing is keeping that short-term rate down to 0. They shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be doing that. That's going to help the market crash. When the long-term treasury yields go up, when people sell their treasuries and the interest rates go up, the short-term rate should be addressed. They should start moving that one up. But they can't move it up. Why? Because the market, the economy is so bad. They won't tell you that. You know, get a kick out of it. They tell us how great the economy is. Great the economy. Well, if the economy's so great, then why are they doing another $1.9 trillion stimulus? And the stimulus is all a bunch of BS. Stimulus does not work, folks. It doesn't work. It's a con job. It doesn't work. This government, first of all, is so inept, so crooked, so dishonest. So dishonest, these politicians. I mean, they're so crooked. But worse, they're inept. So government, okay, is going to go and they're telling you, oh, we got all this stimulus money. And we're going to help people with the stimulus money. 90% of the $1.9 trillion doesn't go to stimulus. Doesn't help anybody. I'm not going to go over this with you because you already heard this 100 times today. You know where it's going. $100 billion to the Underground Railroad. They're sending money, they already sent $40 million to the Kennedy Center about 6 months ago. Now they're sending, another 50, 60 million to the Kennedy Center again? For what? For security at the Kennedy Center. Give me a break. You can go on and on and on. Infrastructure, construction jobs, none. The worst thing you can have is these construction jobs because they're no good, these jobs. As soon as you're done, they're gone. You're out of work again. You want to take that money and direct it to full-time. Take that money and direct it to starting up a small business where the small business creates jobs, and those jobs are full-time jobs, good-paying jobs. Why take a person and take him off his couch and put him on a bridge painting it yellow, and 3 weeks later he's back on his couch again? You're taking $100 million to do that? Take that money and put it into smart businesses, startup businesses, entrepreneurs. Unbelievable. I mean, these people are, everybody's got you back into big tech again. Don't listen to them. If you join my gang, you'll know when to get into big tech. You'll know when to get back into FANG stocks. You'll know when to get back into Facebook. It's amazing. Look at this. In the last 4 days, I'm going to tell you a little secret about Facebook in the last 4 days. What happened to Facebook? And they're telling you to get back in it. Buy on the dip. They're dips, all right.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1-900-020.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance and long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up. It never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, go to my YouTube site between, well, I'll say about 6 p.m. tonight. I'll have it posted. It'll be my eighth segment I do. It'll be the eighth one. Do it every Friday. I give you a recap what happened during the week. We identify during this past week, signals we're getting that's telling us we're getting closer to the crash. This also helps us to know which stocks to buy, which stocks not to buy. please stop listening to these people that are telling you to get back in and jump into all this tech stocks. When the 10-year Treasury yield is going up, that's the last thing that happens. You're going to get killed. Get in when the institutions are getting in. Let me show you. I'm looking at Tesla right now. Now, Tesla, it turned red around 8:15, and it went down to around 8:30. It's trading right now around 687. Remember, we had that big rally the other day because Powell came out and he said he's going to keep interest rates at zero, and the market went 500-600 points. Everybody jumped back into all the tech stocks again. Now they're coming back down. Now what are they doing on CNBC? What are they doing on Fox Business? What are they doing all the Bloomberg? They're all pushing tech now. All pushing tech now. Why? Everybody you see on TV is tech. It's 40% of our S&P. Everybody's in tech. Everybody's in tech. Everybody on all these TV shows that you see, Varney's in tech. They're all in tech. All these hosts, they're all in tech. They're all pushing tech. They're all having a set of kittens watching tech go down. Watching the 10-year Treasury yield going up, they're having a set of kittens. They're so scared. Now they're out there, buy tech, buy tech. It doesn't matter what you buy. You want to buy a stock that the institutions are buying. And tech, they're not buying right now. And the trend is down. Just go look at the trend. If you have my chart, guy, why don't you just get my chart free for 10 days? I'll prove it to you. And every day during the 10 days, we take our portfolio stocks, take our color-coded chart. We tell you exactly what to do with the stock. How can you go wrong? Example. Every day right after 2 o'clock, Steve was head of our director of our education. He posts every day what to do with our stocks, our portfolio stocks. Here's one today.
AU, you can add to your short position as it's making a new lower low. We're still red under yellow.
Then he keeps going on and telling you what to do, what not to do. Who does that for you? Who does that for you? For $39.95 a month? Nobody does that. Nobody does that. The idea, okay, right now, the idea is they're going to put another stimulus package in. It's going to be the stimulus. They're going to all start talking about the infrastructure stimulus. And the market's going to rally again because of infrastructure. And that's what they're going to keep doing. This is what Biden's going to keep doing. And then all of a sudden it stops. We first need, a crash is coming when you get at least 2, be better 3, corrections of 10%. You got to get those corrections. That's the big signal. That's when it's like, hey, we're ready to go down now. We're getting closer and closer to the crash. We don't have to worry about any of that if you join my gang. We do it all for our members. There's 5 stocks that we stay with. We've been in with 4 years now. It's my portfolio. And every day at 2 o'clock, we post, tell you exactly what to do with the portfolio stocks. 5 stocks. Why do you have to have more than 5 stocks? Someone tell me. Oh, I see. It's you found a hot stock. Somebody on TV gave you a hot stock. It doesn't matter which stock you're in. You don't even have to know the names of the stock. It's patterns you buy. It's trends you buy. It doesn't matter the name of the stock. If all the patterns, the strongest trends are all the tech stocks, well, that's where they'll be. If it's the airlines, then it'll be in the airlines and not in the tech stocks. The tech stocks, smart when he's rotating out of them. Look at Apple. Unbelievable. More people are getting killed with Apple. All you had to do when Apple, just think about it. When Apple hit the high of around $144, my chart turned red. It turned red. This is not a game. Even before that, it turned yellow, giving you even a better heads up. In advance. See, that's the one thing about following charts with the money flow, which I designed, because doesn't it make sense? If you're in a stock, then all of a sudden it turns yellow. It's telling you the biggest institutions are pulling the money out. You think the stock's going to sustain itself? They're pulling the money out? No. Look at Apple. Unbelievable. But people are going to be in there buying it today because they're listening to people like Varney, who wouldn't know a good stock if he tripped over it. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He has no idea. None of these people do. It's amazing. If they do, they're going to lie to you anyways. The market's not that difficult. It's really simple when you think about it. See, the problem, if you're too smart, you're not going to figure out the market. That's right. When people are so smart, they're stupid. They're stupid. People get so smart, they keep going to school, and they get a PhD and a BBB and a GGD and all that, but they have no common sense. Now, I'm not proud of the fact that I didn't even go to high school. But one thing I found out about charting is common sense. It's common sense. Now, I started charting 50 years ago, my father. I couldn't go out and play or anything until I fixed the charts for him. We used to do every chart by hand. Every chart by hand. That was great. Friday night, I want to go out, sitting there with a chart, drawing lines in a chart. Can you imagine that? I'd be 6'2" today instead of 5'5" today. Charts. You had me sit down all the time. I couldn't grow. Sitting here, chart line. Thank God he did that to me. Now, you're going to take a look at, I'm going to tell you this right now, a stock I want you to look at that nobody's going to want. Nobody wants Boeing. Nobody wanted Boeing, right? And Boeing's been going up and down and up and down. Let me tell you something right now about Boeing. If Boeing does, right now, there's money going to Boeing. Money's going to Boeing. All you got to know, if Boeing breaks above 231, Boeing breaks above 231, you want to own it again. You want to own it again. We still own it. We didn't get out. Remember when the engine fell off? When that engine fell off, everybody thought Boeing was going to just like go down to $1. What are you, nuts? Nobody cares about Boeing's engine falling off. Stocks don't go up because of what a company does. There's no connection between the engine falling off and Boeing. There's no connection. There's no connection between Starbucks and coffee. Nobody cares about the coffee. It's like a big game. The gangster banksters who control everything, they're going to decide what stocks they want to go up. They own the casino. What do you think they go around and look at 5,000 stocks and decide to go through all their numbers? Are you kidding? They're going to pick the stocks out they want to go up and they want to go down. Stimulus. What a joke stimulus is. Stimulus is so stupid. I mean, what a con job stimulus. First of all, stimulus, they misdirect the money. What's that mean? They print all this money and they give it to government. And what do? They don't put it in places where the economy's going to grow. They pay back political favors. That's why that's why the market can't sustain itself. So they pay back all these states that these governors destroyed, and now they're going to pay them, give them money to bail them out. They're going to destroy them again. That doesn't grow the economy. Stimulus doesn't increase consumption because stimulus doesn't create jobs. Stimulus doesn't produce anything. Stimulus is a Band-Aid. You want consumption because consumption is 72% of our economic growth. We haven't had a 3% growth since 2005. Obama for 8 years couldn't even get to 3%. Remember what happens with stimulus. If they're going to turn around and give $1.9 trillion in stimulus, where do they get the money from? Where do they get it from? They go and they borrow it from us. If you have money in the bank, they go to you and say, "Oh, I see you got $10,000 in the bank. You're only getting what? 0.25% interest? We'll give you 2.5% interest." So think what they do. They take the money out of the economy. They go to the bank and tell everybody who's got deposits, "Give us, the government, the money." Now there's no money to grow the economy with. You think the government can grow the economy? They're as dumb as Varney. Hey, join my gang, Phil's gang. Just try the chart free for 10 days. You'll see it works. Go to my YouTube channel tonight after 6 o'clock.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.